What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're joined by the man himself, Ash. So Ash,
Hi,
thank you for coming out here, dude. Appreciate it.
What's up, man? I love the collab. You were telling me you think that the last person you collab was me like a year ago, right?
Yeah, I was looking back at our messages. I think it was in 2023, so it's been quite a while.
Dang,
It's been a long
man.
time coming.
Way too long, but I'm happy to do a little collab with you talking about epics too, which is one of my favorite things in the game.
Thought you were the perfect person to do this with. So what we're gonna be doing today is similar to the 5 legendary champion video that I did. The basically web page. You guys can check it out as well. You can throw in some champions if you want to try it out. But it's titled 5 legendary champions. It's not 5 legendaries. Today we're doing 5 epic champions to take on the game. So previously, I did 5 legendaries. I used Sulfurion, Cardiel, Marius, Lydia, and Nishak. It did pretty well. I got like 270, 283 points out of 303. But today we're going to see if, using Ash's knowledge with all the epic stuff, if we can get close to that amount of points. Live Arena is where I came up short last time. People banned my Marius, and actually no, they picked Marius, and then no Nishak. I was just out of luck. So
That's tough. It's tough to consider even live arena with an all epic team. I'm not gonna lie. You know?
Especially if you're taking into consideration of like speed ores and all that kind of stuff. It gets a little bit complicated. But here's the scoring. You guys can see it on your screen. Ash has already seen this a little bit. So some areas are weighted more heavily. Clan boss, pretty decent there. So we'll see how this breaks down. So without further ado, Ash, what is the first epic champion that you have for this?
Gonna say, first off, I love the series, bro. I think this is a really cool idea. I like how you have them all ranked. I'm kind of focusing on dungeons because I feel like that's an area that I can easily make an all epic team that can handle everything, you know? So then anything beyond that, I'm figuring is all gravy, you know, all extra. So I don't know if that's a good strategy if you agree with it here, but I'm gonna start with an obvious pick though that can help us out absolutely everywhere, no matter what. And that's gonna be it's between 2, but I'll start out with good old Ugo. Man, I mean, I think there's so many. I mean, a lot of people go Deke, right? Deacon Armstrong, or go with Stag Knight, or, you know, Duck the Pierce or something like that when we talk about debuffers. But I still think Ugo's queen because you get the block buffs, the decreased defense, you get the heals, 20% of her max HP. You get the little cleanse in there as well. You get the leech on the A1. Between just the healing, the mini cleanse, and the block debuffs and the decreased defense, I feel like we're checking off like 3 kind of ticks on the proverbial checklist of what we need on our team, right? With one champion. So I'm starting out with Ugo.
It's awesome. Yeah. So I actually should have mentioned this beforehand, which is through this, we're going to be, you know, going back and forth. I don't have any champions in my mind necessarily yet, so I'm going to have to play off of what Ash does. So he already has the decreased defense and stuff covered. But with the dungeons, it is going to be on hard mode specifically. So Ugo, awesome pick. I love that. But Ice Golem isn't really going to be too susceptible to poisons. Not going to be great. So I got to consider an HP burner possibly. Dragon's going to be like poisons. Spider is going to be possibly HP burn. Maybe nuking it. I don't know if I don't think I told you about heart mode, that little condition there.
You didn't tell me about it, but I'm still very, very confident. Very confident.
Awesome. I love it.
I don't know who you're going to go with next, though, so we'll see.
I don't know who I'm going to go with next either. So if we're looking for a poisoner, I need that for Dragon. Actually, do I even need a poisoner, to be honest?
Nah, because I'm thinking we just brute force our way through Dragon.
Yeah,
right?
Just brute force our way through Dragon for sure. We'll see how that works out. Actually, I think I got a decent option here.
Okay.
I'm thinking, let me check this champion. Farrakin the Fat, potentially.
Fat man.
He brings the HP burn, brings poison. So in case we need those, he'll bring the ally attack. In case we bring anybody with a hard-hitting A1 ability, he's going to do great for that. He has an extra decreased defense, which kind of overlaps with Ugo. I guess we can always make some changes down the road if we decide that this may not be the best fit. And basically what I'll do is after we go through these champions, I'll build them and then run them all later on. If I can get enough silver, because the daggone price to switch gear is ridiculous. But
you got to do your advanced quest, brothers. You hear the news? There's no more silver issues. We got an advanced quest.
Very true. My 3.7 million silver is not going to go very far, though, switching this, even with the 1 hour free gear removal. But I'll go ahead and throw in Farrakin the Fat into this team.
I love that pick, man. I love that pick. I'll give an honorable because I was going to have an ally attacker on the team. I think you made the right choice because the Fat Man has the burn, to your point, and the poisons if we need them. So I think that's the great choice. I think it's the right choice. I was going to go with Morag, a little bit of a weaker ally attack, but we get the strength and the you know, the whatever, the passive and whatnot. But I think the Fat Man's a better choice with this team. So good call.
Yeah, Morag's a beast. She hits hard too in that. Yeah, I like her kit a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, hey, I heard you. Well, you know, it's weird. You were talking about burners and how we need one, and now we kind of have one in Fat Man, but I'm
Mhm.
still gonna go with yeah, I'm still gonna go with my pick. This is probably my most niche pick, so I hope that you have her, but it's Frenzy the Cackler. I want Frenzy the
Frenzy the
Cackler.
Cackler. I hope I
Do you
have
know
her
who she is?
too.
Skinwalker Void.
Oh, I got her +4. No blessing
Oh,
though.
hell yeah. Okay.
She is
So the
+4.
reason I like Frenzy is she'll be the queen of control for any waves on our entire team, right?
Okay.
She brings an AoE provoke, 100% from a void champion, no weak hits. And then she'll be our burner for Ice Golem hard. We have Fat Man, but she's more dependable. And she has the instant activation on her
Mm,
burn on the
okay.
A1. So she's unique in the sense of like, yeah, she got the control, which is cool, but she also deals nice damage for a defense-based kind of damage dealer, and the burn activation, which is, you know, impossible to find from EPICS. So I'm going Frenzy is our third choice here.
All right, that is awesome. So I'm gonna have to touch on how to build all these champs at the end and get some ideas from you as well with that.
For sure, for
Because I've
sure. So
actually,
Frenzy, Fat Man, and Ugo.
yeah, Frenzy, Fat Man, and Ugo right now. I've never built Frenzy, so we'll see how we can get her up and going. So
I'm putting you to work, man.
yeah, I like it. So
uh yeah, so now we need to focus on like more supporty, right?
yeah, now the thing is that on that list, I actually have Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun. I don't know if those are even gonna be possible. I feel like with Epics, you got what Cornelia for Sand Devil, but does she bring a lot? I know YST is a huge fan of her. Does
Yeah.
she bring a lot for other areas though with this team? Because I feel like right
I'm
now
not
it's
wasting a whole spot on
yeah,
Camellia.
not. I mean, we can
I say
probably
we
I can
punt
probably
Sand Devil.
yeah I can probably brute force the earlier stages of Sand Devil because each stage is points. 20 plus is more points, but the early
Mhm.
stages we can probably get through at least some of those to put some points on the board there. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
Now at the
So we've got
moment,
Dragon, Spider, Ice Golem, and Fire Knight all handled though. That's the good news
okay,
because we have the ally attack for Fire Knight, but actually we need something to keep that shield down, huh?
yeah. So
You think about Cryo in the blue or something like that?
yeah, that's the
I
thing
don't know.
is with Fire Knight. Assuming I'm not gonna be pushing much past 6 hard. I don't think. Maybe go to 6 hard, but I think we may just be able to bring in a really hard hitting epic champion and just not even actually no because we don't got a whole lot of support like sustainability. Like if the Fire Knight hits us,
Yeah.
I think we're kind of
Well,
in a
first
bad
of all, I
spot.
think you're being ambitious with 6 hard, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I know if I get my Farrakin really fat, which I don't care about moving my best gear over to him, like this
Okay,
can make it
okay,
good. But yeah,
okay.
6 hard. It might be ambitious. So maybe 3 hard, something like that. Or 2 hard. It's a void affinity stage. Either way, we could go Creodin. That would take up. I don't know how much damage does Frenzy do. Can she be like one of the main damage dealers on the team? Think that'd be good.
She can be like she could be our main damage dealer. It will slow down all our runs, but if we put the
Yeah.
right structure behind her, like as long as they're susceptible to burns, but I worry. I think that's why.
I mean,
That's why maybe
Creodin can
Morag would have
kind of
been.
smack as well, because Live
Who?
Arena is going to be a little bit of a problem. I can make him fast, but he can do some decent damage. I got one with plus. I got 3 +4 6-star Creodins, so I can get creative. One's got Crushing Rin, so he could be built to do some decent damage here.
Yeah, I guess he could be like
He had turn meter boost as well.
yeah, I like him because he can handle our freezes for Fire Knight hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, and he'll bring the increased speed in the turn meter fill. But frankly, I was gonna recommend going with Tagore, who also has our increased speed covered. So that
Yeah.
like kind of negates the need. So he's really on the team only for the freezes at that point, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. So if we're gonna go take Gore possibly in the 5th spot or a spot, I don't know which one. We do need a champion with decreased attack, probably right for Clan Boss because Clan Boss is here too, and Hydra.
Yeah.
So we're in
Okay, do you think we go back and move Ugo out then, my girl?
I don't know. Ugo's good too. Ugo's good.
Ugo's very good, but like if we backfilled the heals a bit more, then maybe it does make sense to go for someone like a Stag Knight who has the decreased attack, decreased defense, and decreased speed.
Yeah, that's actually who I have pulled up on the screen right now. Is Stag Knight. I think Stag Knight's an awesome choice, and he can kind of do some damage as well. Like
Yeah,
got
he
a
could help us out there
+2
too.
6-star one with Crushing Rend. He
And
can
block
do
buffs is great, but maybe it's not imperative anywhere other than Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra's gonna be good, but I mean,
Yeah.
Hydra's gonna be a challenge to begin with. So
Okay. So we
maybe,
can pull the switch. Is that allowed, Tyraku? Can we pull the switch to Risky?
yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I'll adjust those rules real quick. We can do the switch right there. So we got Stagnite, Farrakin, Frenzy, Champion 4. I still got to pick my spot here.
Yeah.
I can't. I want to.
Sorry,
skip.
I've gone off the rails with your video.
No. It's good. It's good. It's good. I just want to take the easy way out and just say, oh yeah, Ash picked the next one. All right. So with Clan Boss, I mean, how much do I even care about that? We have champions like Taragi. Could possibly do good there, but where else is he gonna do amazing? I don't know if he's gonna do great in all the places. I'm thinking about if we needed raw damage, Skull Crown or Genbo both bring some speed auras for Arena specifically. I'm not for sure they have a real solid spot in this team. We already mentioned Tagore actually, so I think he gets that 4th spot to begin with because he brings that increased speed and the res and the increased defense. He's an awesome champion that I know you've talked about a lot as well.
Yeah, he could be our healer. Yeah.
So I do like him. I'll throw him on the list in that 4th spot, actually. We can see how the team's
we could, if we wanted, like, damn it. Well, nah. I was going to say, like, Mr. Rider, but we already have Stagnite. It's not, I don't think it's worth taking up that last spot.
Yeah. So 5th spot.
We could swap Fat Man for Dirty Diana Gloompiercer, who's not as good, but provides a lot more damage with the ally attack.
Okay.
And then because we already have the burn on Frenzy, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? Am I crazy?
I mean, to be honest, right now, Farrakin's not looking terrible. I mean, I guess he's kind of crucial for Fire Knight, right? Like you need not necessarily Farrakin, but an ally attack champion.
We need an ally attack 100% on the team.
You don't have really a choice. I did build Diana for Faction Wars, actually, for one of the goofy conditions of Sylvan Watchers is kill some champions using ally attack skills. So if what all does she bring?
I'm crazy, dude. I'm crazy. Diana's not. We need Fat Man in there. Right. I'm an idiot. I'm just talking. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
I'm open to suggestions. I know she does bring some. She's level 50 right now for me. No blessings or anything. So
okay.
That 5th spot. So we have some decent damage. I can make them do some decent damage. If not, we have support. We don't have block buffs. I'm not for sure how much we maybe need that for Clan Boss. Because on the point sheet, Nightmare is 35 points and Ultra Nightmare is 50. I think Nightmare is more than doable. Ultra Nightmare might be a little bit of a challenge. Like, Nightmare is, 40 million for 1 key there, which is 1 key top chest, by the way. That's the goal here.
Yeah. I mean, it feels wrong going with an all-epic team without at least considering Geommancer.
Yeah, that is true.
You know?
I just kind of forgot about him. I did.
But
Geo,
maybe Frenzy's screwing things up, you know? Maybe we go with a more traditional burn option. Because Geo could still handle, between Geo and Fat Man, like we could still handle HP burns just fine anywhere we need him, right?
Yeah. Geo could do good in Spider for sure. Do good in Clan Boss, of course. Do good in Hydra. Frenzy, I'm interested in trying her because I've not tried her before. So I don't know how much. I mean, you're saying she's awesome. So
she's awesome because she can do some damage. She can control waves with the provoke, and she can activate the burn and place the burn.
Mm-hmm.
But still, Geo is like, no one can compare to Geo in terms of overall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know,
and it may be worth considering. My Frenzy has no blessings whatsoever, and my Geommancer is 6-star plus 3. So that may be some weight added there. I don't know.
Well, damn, man. Yeah, let's maybe we're changing the whole list. So now we got Stagnite, Geommancer, Tagore, and Fat Man, and then whoever you choose.
All right.
As the 5th.
Yes.
So where are we really
Geommancer, Tagore, and then for the 5th and final spot. All right. So right now we have Spider covered. That's no problem. Dragon and Ice Golem, they should all be covered, right? Yeah, Ice Golem, basically Geo's going to handle this stuff. The Clan Boss is going to be pretty solid.
Geo. Geo's covered again.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a beast with this stuff. Hydra, once again, Geo's covering that. I guess the Sandal and Shogun, it'll kind of work there. Maybe, here's I don't know, another support. I don't know if we need another support. Actually, maybe. Skytouch Shaman. brings a block debuff, survival and death, a heal, a big heal. I could put her in regeneration gear, and she could do decent for Clan Boss with the block debuffs, helping him with his stun, keeping us alive a little bit longer. Revival and death possibly. Revival and death for Sand Devil. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if we can fit her in though or not. She doesn't bring much for Fire Knight, so it depends on what the other ones.
Yeah,
can
I don't
do
mind
with that.
Sky Touch, but you got to worry about her killing herself too.
Yeah, it's true. With regeneration gear, it kind of balances it out though, because her
Yeah, yeah,
passive does
yeah,
the
yeah.
10% and then heals for 15%. So
Where is she going to help us? So okay, let's like her versus if we were going to go more offensive oriented,
yeah.
who would our pick be? Like,
So more offensive. There's thing.
I guess like maybe a
Let me see if
like a Neldor or something. Maybe like should we focus more on like a Fire Knight or something like that? Or
Fire Knight is
I mean, he brings
Fire Knight's-
decreased speed, decreased attack, decreased accuracy. We have all that covered already.
yeah.
He just brings all the hits and the freeze, so maybe not. I guess Arena, like someone who could do something for us in the arena would be nice, right?
Yeah. So somebody who do think you're onto something good here. I think somebody who's good in the arena and also good in Fire Knight could be very solid.
Vogoth, we could go like super tanky, go second team Vogoth because he has a triple hitter for Fire Knight.
True. The only issue is that everybody's just going to strip the Stone Skin if I use that in live arena, and I'm in gold 4, of course. So
oh damn,
the
bro,
player's just going to kill me.
I don't think you're gonna win no matter what, man.
Maybe just don't. I mean, if I get a bot, which doesn't even count, I'm not going to count a bot as the win. I will build the champions really fast though. Like I'll put Farrakin 400 plus speed, no problem.
Damn. Okay.
I did it before with Gala in live arena, and she's a monster. She hits hard.
Yeah.
She does have a double hitting on the A1. I got her a 5-star blessing with Phantom Touch. She could probably, honestly, take a big chunk out of the Fire Knight just from her A3s and A2s, I think. She's just raw damage, though. I don't know if she brings anything extra as far as, like, to the whole team.
I'm slow, so let's do it one more time. What is our, because we switched things so many times. Our current team is Stag Knight, Tagore,
Farrakin, and Geo.
Farrakin and Geo. I feel like we're still a little light on the support, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you know,
let's see.
For hard dungeons, you know, like I'm worried that Tagore is not going to be able to keep the whole team alive here.
True. The healing might not be enough. Is there any epic that can bring damage but also do some heals? Maybe is there any leech? Oh, well, Deacon does. He brings a leech, but most of the epics, it's a single target leech to begin with. Vogoth, I mean, he has that triple hitter, like you said. He has some heals, like you mentioned. He has to get hit though for the heals, right?
I feel like Vogoth would be kind of like a super safe pick. Could probably help keep the team alive, you know.
True.
We could go with Batman, you know. He can help us with some damage and support, you know.
Yeah, another potential. I'm looking at the champions I have here. Lady Annabelle. How much does she? Can she hit at all?
We can't really hit, no. Okay. But she's
has a
great
speed, AOE, and a leech, some heals. So maybe Vogoth would be a little bit. I see Hatatsu here as well on the champions that I have that have some healing. He can actually hit pretty decent.
Hatatsu brings a lot of things well, not a lot of things, but he brings some heals and increased defense we don't have either.
True. I'm looking at Vogoth's multipliers real quick, which you've done plenty of testing on him, right? You know he doesn't hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Vogoth?
Dang. Trying to squeeze some. Yeah, he's got pitiful multipliers. HP
I love
base.
me some Vogoth, but he's not going to be our DPS carry. Maybe
not a surprise pick in live arena.
Right? I mean, we could always go with, I was going to say we could always go with like Skull Crown or something like that. She could be our arenas or a lead and stuff like that, but she just falls short so many. I mean, she could help us with waves. That's it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, you're really kind of looking for someone who can, you know.
With that, her sister, Sinesha, does some pretty good damage. She
healing.
Has a heal, kind of. The equalize HP and then brings everybody up.
The AoE on the A1, like, what are we going to do with that, you know?
Yeah. I mean.
Outside, like, you know? I don't know.
That's true.
I feel like
this fifth spot's tough. We can throw in a Vogoth. So if we threw in Vogoth, we have a provoke, right? Is an AoE provoke, isn't it? As you said.
It is an AoE provoke. Yep,
Okay.
75%. Yeah.
Okay, so AoE provoke, the the A1 multi or triple hitter, and then the heal when he's hit. Put him in the back of the team order, so then he's healing after all the damage is taken.
Yep.
So we have decreased speed, decreased attack, decreased defense from Stagnite, Farrakin ally attack, Geomancer with his burn stuff, Tagore. Tagore's A1's a double hit too, right?
Triple. Oh, Tagore. Yeah, double hit.
Double hit.
Yeah,
Sweet. And he does increase defense on the ally with the lowest HP, so
correct.
a
Yeah,
little bit there, and the shield's pretty nice. If we get to the res,
you,
right? But he
you
can
can
use
use the
his
shield
shield.
without the res. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And he has that damage mitigation. He's good, but like in my experience, so I did a video a while ago about one epic team for every hard dungeon, right? I think I could be wrong, but I think I was like hard level 1, right? In
Okay.
not god tier gear, but in good gear though.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find one team without changing anything that can clear every dungeon. And I used Tagore, Ugo, Frenzy, Morag, and Ayala Lifebraid. I don't think that makes sense though, given that we're like, it's not just the 4 classic dungeons, you know, like,
Yeah.
and Ayala was awesome, but she was kind of my last pick because I needed some block debuffs and some extra healing because Tagore, and even with Ugo, like my team was failing sometimes, you know, especially like against Ice Golem and stuff.
Yeah.
But we have Geo though, you know, we got Geo, bro. We can't lose.
Yeah, and I can manual this. I won't smack the ice golems. He won't do the big slam. We just kind
The
of
thing is, we're not going to be able to beat Fire Knight at all right now unless we put Crowd in the blue on the team, I feel like. Or Neldo, like we need the freeze. I don't think we don't have the firepower to get that shield, to keep that shield down, you know? And we don't have heal reduction.
Yeah, that's very true. That that Fire Knight's becoming kind of an issue, isn't it? So for Fire Knight, epic options with freeze. We have Neldor, we have Creodin. Is that the only two that really have freeze? I guess there's a few others.
Gloria, but like even on A1s, those are the 2 dudes that I think of.
Okay, so those are the 2. My Creodin is +4, 6 stars, so a really solid build. I mean, we may have to just go back to him if we want to do Fire Knight, right? I can make him hit decent. Like I've built him with some okay gear. He can be a surprise nuker in the arena. I got faith in him.
Yeah,
misplaced.
I mean,
but
if you go Cryoden, it might be worth considering switching out. Nah, I don't know. I was gonna say Tagore, but I just feel like, I mean, Wilson, I can't wait to see what you do here with this team.
Yeah.
We've been debating too long. We should just need to decide. But I fear the support at the same time. Like we're lacking a support and we're lacking kind of sort of a traditional damage dealer outside of Geo, you know?
True. But you know
But
what?
I guess Knight can deal some damage.
I think at this point we kind of just gotta. I just YOLO it. I'll throw some solid gear on them. I'll throw Tagore probably in maybe a bolster set. For the shield on the team.
Yep.
Farrakin will be as close as I can get him to probably 400 speed, maybe in like, I don't know, Relentless Merciless, what I was thinking, something like that. One of those 2 type stuff. Geomancer, kind of build would he be in? I guess just a typical Geo build, maybe Relentless.
Yeah.
And then Stagnite, right now I have him in Instinct gear. And since he has 6-star Crushing Rend, so he does some decent damage, honestly.
Yeah, he does.
Without increased attack, of course, not going to be as much. But Instinct right now is what he's in, and 282 speed. I think he's probably good to just leave where he's at.
Cool. So we got Stagnite. We got who was the 5th then? Who did we land on?
So right now it's Stagnite, Farrakin, Geo, Tagore, and Creodin.
Okay.
It's going to be a bumpy ride, isn't it?
It's
going to be a bumpy ride.
It's a fun game. It's fun to do before you even test anything. Because like I'm sure along the way you'll be like, okay, this is what we need, more support. We need more. That's it. Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I could almost see a team where we go like double ally attackers with Morag and Fat Man and try to pound our way through that way. But it just depends on how the team starts to perform, you know. But I feel like we have a lot covered. We're just a little bit short on the damage outside of Geo, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, because right now we're taking damage from them hitting both, basically. Like they hit me, they take damage from Geommancer, which may be fine, We have some survivability in Tagore. Everybody else is fairly tanky. Creolin's the least tanky here. So this may actually be fine. I think he's probably the most squishy.
Well, Fat Man, right?
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, I guess Farrakin would be the squishiest.
He does have that mitigation on the passive, though.
Yeah, so that's what I was kind of thinking about there. Which he is, he is not 6-star blessing because I mean the dungeons with the whole blessing damage mitigation stuff is going to contribute to it as well. Their passive dungeon the bosses have, right?
Yep. Well, you know what? I think that we've got a pretty good. I feel like we got a pretty good squad here.
Yeah,
a pretty good squad, man. I mean, yeah, we got the burn. I think with Geo and the Fat Man burn, I think we're looking pretty good here for a few of the areas, and just comes down to like I feel like with Crowden in there, maybe a little redundant in terms of another increased speed champion, but he'll really help us with the waves. He between Cryoden and Stag Knight, waves will not be an issue anywhere in the game for us, right?
Exactly.
So that's cool.
Exactly, and Spider should be okay, hopefully as well. But
yeah.
Ultimately, I mean, 27 minutes deciding. I think this is good.
Bro,
I think this is solid.
I think so, man. You haven't even done the team yet. Crap.
I got to go build them.
Our video, bro.
Yeah, I got to go build them and everything. Let me see if I got masters. Okay, so Farrakin's good. Stag Knight is, I think, good. Geo is good on masteries. Tagore, I've actually been using him a lot in Faction War, so he's good. And then Creolin's good too. So I got the masters all done, and the builds are kind of already on them. So I'll give it a shot, and I'll send you a screenshot with how the team performs.
Dude,
and
I can't wait, man. I
can't
can't
wait.
wait.
The water, or it just crumbled.
Yeah. I would. Well, to your point, you're gonna go bolster on Tagore. Yeah. You're gonna go. I would run like tons of relentless if I were you. You know.
Okay.
I mean, or if you or 9-piece merciless or something like that, or maybe a one a champion. I don't know.
Okay. I'll drop some notes here. So Tagore, you say bolster, Farrakin. I think relentless for sure for him, right? Unless I had 9-piece merciless really fast, but relentless and speed, you think?
I would. I mean, I would go relentless, but tanky relentless. I'm just worried about survivability with the squad, but
yeah,
I would go with tanky relentless with accuracy. I would go. No one's really dishing out enough buffs to really consider to me anything. Any of the support sets like protection or whatnot. So I would probably just err on the side of relentless, you know? Yeah. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I just jotted that down in the notes. Basically, it looks like Stag Knight, relentless / 9-piece merciless, Farrakin, relentless tanky, Geommancer, relentless, Tagore bolster, Creoden, relentless. Thankfully, the most
if you can pull it off, I'd go Stag 9-piece merciless if you have it.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And since Stag Knight and Creoden, who I may put into Crushing Rend, they already have 6-star blessings, so they're going to be ignoring a lot of defense. So it kind of takes away that whole need for Savage or anything like that.
And then you could switch in the arena because you're switching gear between areas, right? Or
yeah, I can do that. We can just go ahead and waste all my silver.
Right? No big deal, bro. Yeah. Spending your money here, man. You could switch off with Cryoden and just try to build him to 400 speed.
True.
Or as fast as you possibly can, and lead off with a freeze, and just hope that you can hope that you're not going against Stone Skin, which is not going to be the case. We have no buff removal, so
true. We'll just surprise the enemy. They'll pick a speed team because they can have Arbiter or whatever they want, and then I'll go first with 400 plus speed and freeze everybody, and it'll be good to go. We'll just nuke them all.
Absolutely, 100% win rate, guaranteed.
But all right, guys. So I'm gonna get to building this. Big thank you to Ash for stopping by and helping me with this. Hopefully this goes well. I'll shoot him a screenshot afterwards. Don't forget to go over there and check out the collab we're doing over on his channel and subscribe to him. Anything you want to say is some last words before I begin this?
Nah, man. I mean, you're one of my favorite content creators to watch. I know your viewers already know that because they're watching your video, but thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, it's just me now, and I went ahead and built the champions, used one of my free gear removals. Of course, I actually progressed in the gear enhancement event as well because some of the gear was not upgraded. I realized in doing the builds that I'm actually pretty short on relentless gear, and even switching off some champions without just completely messing everything up, I was still kind of short. So some champions didn't end up getting relentless, specifically Stag Knight. I just left him in his old build. So what we're working with is a team that is actually pretty low on support. Me and Ash talked about this in the video. The dialogue was awesome. I loved the back and forth discussion and who should we bring, who should we not, what can we afford, what can we not. But basically now I'm looking at it thinking, we are pretty short on support as far as heals go. Once they start going down, it's really just Tagore, hopefully keeping everybody up. I put him in bolster, but to be honest, maybe he needs relentless. I have no clue. So here are the builds. We have Stagnite and Instinct, decent damage, good HP. That was the goal I had. Since they're all +4, they should be pretty easy to get pretty high HP on, except for Tagore. So I'm hoping they're all pretty tanky to actually survive this stuff. He has masteries. I may actually, let me see what his accuracy is, 297. I may actually reset these masteries to give him Giant Slayer or Helm Smasher. Let's actually do that. I already bought the masteries on Tagore because I didn't have them before, and I want this to be as good of a showcase as I possibly can have it for you guys. We're going to throw some more accuracy over here on Stagnite. Whenever a buff expires, let's go ahead and boost that a little bit. Cycle of Magic, I'll take it. And then War Master or Helm Smasher. I think I'm going to go War Master for boss fights and stuff. Helm Smasher would be better for the arena, but we're already ignoring a good portion of defense. And then we'll go for Life Drinker. It's going to be very helpful. We need some heals happening here. We'll boost his damage when he's below 50% HP, because if he gets that low, things are looking pretty bad to begin with. So he's in a better spot now. As for Tagore's build, I have him in Bolster. You'll notice some of the speed stuff is not glyphed up. Unfortunately, I don't have the glyphs to do it, and I'm not using 6-star glyphs, as I'm sure you guys can understand, on this gear. So the new Faction Wars is awesome, but I just don't have very many low-star glyphs. Even 5 stars, I don't want to spend that on these yet, but I think his build's pretty solid. 70,000 HP, 3,000 defense, 242 speed. We don't need any accuracy or resistance. I wouldn't mind more speed, but this is what we have set up. I have him with War Master, though, to be honest, I could maybe get Life Drinker as well. I could do a free reset since I literally just purchased him anyways. So let's just do that. Let's pick up Life Drinker on him real quick, just because he does have War Master, and I do want him to survive. And this on top of Bolster should give him the little bit of extra healing to do well. So this is going to boost his heals. We'll boost his turn meter when something expires. Give him a chance to reset some cooldowns, because we're probably going to need those reses back off cooldowns pretty frequently. Extra speed whenever somebody dies, and then extra damage whenever we're below 50% HP. So there's his stats. That's his gear. Let's see how Geommancer is set up. So Geommancer is in the discussed about Relentless setup. So he has 58,000 HP, 3,500 defense, 269 speed, and then 467 accuracy. It should be plenty. He should do really well. Clan Boss is going to be great. Kind of worried about on Fire Knight how he's going to do, but Ice Golem great. Dragon should do well. We don't have block debuff, so the Dragon may just tear through me. We have no cleanser either, which is also going to feel kind of bad. For Farrakin, for Geommancer, let's check out his masteries real quick. So his masteries, we have Life Drinker, War Master, the typical setup there. And then for Farrakin, very similar mastery setup. We have this build. We have Relentless plus Merciless. I try to get his build as solid as possible as far as the set bonuses go. 260 speed, 65,000 HP. Good defense. 3,000 plus is what I was looking for at minimum for these champions. For Creodin, he is going to be very squishy. We have 50,000 HP. He's definitely the squishiest champion because we're also building him for damage. He's a pretty good damage dealer, though. 300% crit damage, 359 accuracy. Okay attack. Really not the greatest attack, to be honest, but it's kind of hard to get good attack, Relentless, good speed, everything. I am investing some resources into this, though, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know down below how you all liked this type of collab with Ash. I had fun. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as me, or at least close to it. But here we go. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see how the team is going to fare in Ice Golem. Let's go stage 10 hard, maybe we just do it. No, we're not going to do this. That's not going to happen. But hey, you know what? Let's try it. Let's shoot for the stars, and then maybe we land somewhere around stage 6 hard or something. If we do 6 hard on the dungeons, I'll be happy. 6 hard and 10 hard is going to be pretty similar as far as the waves go, though. And we talked about this. The waves shouldn't be a problem on any of these stages, basically, right? Like, we're going to make quick work of these unless we get hit. If we get hit, then this could become a little bit of an issue. Let's get Broadmalt. Okay, well, go ahead and do that res, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Super cool stuff there, dude. We're going to go ahead and manual a little bit of this. I don't care to manual the waves to a point. We're not landing any freezes back there, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and zap down Sir Nick. We'll steal his buff and then kill these champs while Sir Nick hopefully takes a turn. Block damage can be really annoying, especially with Geommancer here, who's going to be continually stealing the turn meter if I let him. So got to be very careful with that. So it's why I'm autoing it, or manualing it, that is. The boss itself, though, I think we can probably do it, honestly. We just got to make sure that we are not doing massive hits to the boss. Really, that's all there is to that. Like, Geommancer needs his A3 when we get to the boss, and we'll be good to go. As a quick reminder, this is the sheet we're looking at here. I think clan boss is going to be a problem. Hydra, I don't know. We'll see. We'll fill in the points as we do this, but I do have all the areas we need to be working on. So hopefully it goes well. Like I said, manual or auto doesn't really matter. Ultimately, you could set this up full auto, kind of. The boss is going to be the hardest part, though. So we'll go ahead and do decrease defense and decrease attack. Decrease attack being the most important thing, which did not even land, unfortunately. We did steal his turn meter. I actually didn't even realize you could steal his turn meter, honestly. I want to go ahead and get one of the minions worked down. This is slightly risky because we could proc him into a bad threshold, and if I do, then we're in a really tough spot. Because if he drops and he does a big slam, we are not going to be feeling too good. I can tell you that. I can promise you that. We are not going to be feeling good at all. I don't really need the freeze, because everything I do that is, see, like that alone was a pretty good chunk of damage. Like, every potential War Master hit before the boss takes its turn is very risky. Like, if I kill one of these, their defense ignore drops. Instead of ignoring 100% of my defense, it's like, what, 60 or 50%? We'll ignore 50% of each enemy's defense for each ally alive. So if I can kill one of these, then at least he won't be ignoring as much defense. I should have used the A3 there. Oh, look. Relentless proc. Saving the day there. Now, if I can kill the one, I wish I could block revive it. Champion like Finax is sounding pretty enticing at the moment. Honestly, though, what I can do here is place a big shield from Tagore, get him a little bit lower, place a shield from Tagore, do an ally attack on the boss or something, and then boom. Okay, that's a big hit, though. Oh, that's a really big hit, isn't it? Man, that is a nasty hit. Even with only 50% defense ignore, that is a big old hit. Stage 10 is going to be tough. I'm just waiting for him to do the big slam. Let's do this to get some heals going. Ooh. Hit the guy, kill him, I guess. I don't need to steal his turn. I don't need to steal turn meter right now. I kind of want him to. If he does a slam at any point, this would be the best time to do that. Boom! Almost just wiped me out. Oh, and it wipes me out. We're done for. Finished. It is over. Stage 10 hard, not doable. Well, I mean, I guess. Actually, no. Maybe it is. Maybe we end up doing something crazy here and actually getting lucky. I have no clue. It's not going to happen, but maybe. Maybe not. Stage 10 hard, that is a fail. Let's drop it down to 6 hard. If we get 6 hard, we'll just leave it as it is. Not going to push, not going to try to like fine tune to see, okay, can we get 8 hard? Okay, we fail 8. Let's try to 7. No, we'll just do 6. The point difference on the sheet isn't that significant anyways. The boss will be hitting for a lot less here. If Tagore was a bit beefier, we could have survived that slam and probably would have been okay. But unfortunately, my bolster set is not the strongest out there. I really don't want that unkillable from Sir Nick, so we'll keep that from happening. But yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. We actually got him a lot lower than what I expected to, honestly. Was not too bad at all. Well, definitely, I'm pretty confident we can do 6 hard. The Ice Golem, even with legendary champions, I mean, you guys know this, even with decked out, jacked legendary champions, that Ice Golem can quickly just one-shot your entire team. I'm honestly surprised as many champions survived as they did when he did the big slam. I was trying to get my HP up a little bit higher and then Tagore to do the shield, but just couldn't cycle around quick enough to do that. Not a huge deal. 10 hard. Doable, I think. You gotta be very careful, though. And it is quite a bit of RNG, because anytime Geommancer does his AoE hit, the chance of War Master proccing and then sending the Ice Golem below one of those thresholds of his HP is a chance that, okay, their run's going to be ruined, right? In this stage, it shouldn't be as bad because we should be able to kill the side minions pretty quickly. However, I really need to get the decreased attack on everything as soon as possible. Control the side minions, work them down. Basically the same thing, same strat as before. Okay. Is he immune to decreased attack? Block actives, block, okay. It doesn't say he is, does it? But for some reason, he's just not taking it. Either way, let's boost turn meter. Give me some increased speed as well. Take his turn meter. All right, let's give this a shot. I don't think I need to kill both of them this time. I think one up is okay. If I can make it happen like that. May not be able to. Because he's getting kind of low just from these hits, honestly. We're going to use the A2. There's obviously no buffs to actually steal here. I'm only doing that because I want to be able to not have that AoE hit doing anything. His A1. Okay, so here, we're looking really good now. At this point, I can just AoE. Throw a decreased speed on him. Freeze him. Let's not freeze him then. I know he can be frozen. The other one was, right? The Ice Golem's not done anything yet. I wouldn't mind it. Okay, well, that's not really great. The cleanse on the Ice Golem. It's okay, though. Can't do that. Can't do the AoE hit from Stagnite. It has a good chance of just killing this guy. We need Tagore to do some heals here. Some turn meter boost action. Okay, we killed that guy. Got the heal up. Nice. And this is where it's going to get a little bit risky. Decrease attack, please. Decrease attack is excellent. Now, this is like, okay, here. Best time to go in. We're going to all go in, try to get a decent chunk of his HP down. The big slam's going to come out, and then boom, reflect damage, a little tiny portion of damage. But that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully, we're not going to proc any other thresholds here. We're just going to go ahead and throw a shield up because there's a small chance that he does something to me that's not good. I would love for Stagnite to get a turn. Okay, this one's frozen, which is great. Like I said, I knew he could be frozen. So I really want to get just a little bit of damage done to me. That's fine. We'll take the A1. Right now we're looking pretty good. Feeling pretty comfortable at the moment. All right. Get some heals going. Could proc him. It's a big hit. It's a big hit. So I don't really want to steal his turn meter, but I also don't really want to be hitting anything other than just single target on this dude for a moment. Like, I can survive the both champions down doing a big hit, but with both champions up, I don't know. With one champion up, or one of the allies, maybe, maybe not. It's kind of up in the air there. All right, so now let's go ahead and do this because at this point it's kind of like, you know, probably going to risk it. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Now is a pretty good time. We did a lot of damage before. Let's see. It's going to be a big slam coming out for sure. Boom. Okay. That was a, whoa. Oh, we got it. Stagnite standing strong. That was a little bit close. I didn't realize he was going to do the double slam on me there. That was not too cool, Mr. Ice Golem, but 4 minutes and 45 seconds, your new speed farming team. That was pretty close, but that does give us some points up on the scoreboard for Ice Golem's Peak Stage 6 Hard. Boom, 12 points versus the potential 20, so we're missing 8. Not off to a bad start. Up next, we have the good old Spider. Now, Spider, can we do Stage 10 Hard? I think we can. I think I can. Yeah, let's try this. Yeah, I think this is going to be easy. Probably not, but I do think I can do this one. If I get decreased attack up. What? Stagnite. What is your accuracy at, dude? Oh, you can't even place HP burn on the big spider. Duh. Forgot about that. Forgot about that one. All right. I think that may have been a little bit of a miscalculation there on mine and Ash's part. Can't even place the stuff on the big spider there. Can't place the decrease, the HP burn on the big spider. That's a, yeah, I forgot about that. You can do it on normal, but you can't do it on hard. Stagnite may have to adjust his gear a little bit. 247. Okay, we probably need closer to 300. Stagnite, let's boost your accuracy a little bit here, buddy, because you're getting resistant on the Ice Golem as well. I'm not going to do too much gear changing as we do this, but while I have the free gear removal going, let's go ahead and make it happen. All right, this should be fine. Decreased attack on the big spider is really going to slow its chances of killing me, basically. But at this point, basically just have to use Geommancer's A. I can use this one time for the weaken. And then, do I even use this A3 right now? Because she's just going to heal whenever she takes everything up, right? I don't think it even matters. I can put some poisons up here. Some Hex would be really, really nice if I had that. Okay, well, it's just gonna go ahead and do that, I guess. Just keep extra turn, extra turn, extra turn. Don't need any shield just yet. We're gonna take one big hit. Okay, nobody's slept, which is fantastic. So at this point now, I need to try to get some of these little spiders down, basically. There's no decreased defense on them. We should get back around to Stagnites relatively quickly, though. I don't really want to use the decreased defense or the AoE attack until we get decreased defense off. Try to do this. We got one more turn. It's unfortunate. Can't decrease speed on her anyways. All right. So let's just give this a shot. We're gonna send in the AoEs from Geommancer, the only champion with the AoE. If I could time it out so that, okay, extra turn. This is awesome. Boost, another extra turn proc, please. Nope. Shield time. Okay, decreased defense on everything. That's nice. That's really nice. Unfortunately, though, we don't have the A3. We've got some spiders going down, which is a huge help there. We don't have any Hex, which Hex would be pretty helpful for this. Okay, got one more spider killed. We have an A2 ability here. Maybe save some of the heals that he's about to do to himself. Nope, just kidding. We get an extra turn from the Relentless proc, which ended up not really doing too much good for me there. But we're working her down. She's at 50% HP. It's fantastic. So extra turn procs can sometimes a little bit mess you up. The extra turn there basically calls more spiralings to come, which means more heals, which means more annoying stuff for me. The second this decreased attack drops, though, things are going to get a little bit sketchy. Get some extra turns here. This is fine. There's no things that are dead at the moment. Get some turn meter boost. Get some heals going. About to put up stage 10 hard on the board. That'll be beautiful. She's going to scale more and more attack, though. As the fight goes on longer, she gets more and more attack. I'm going to try to soften them up as much as I can. I really want Stagnant to have decreased defense. We need them frozen. I guess they can't be frozen. What is the condition on this? What's going on here? All right. Oh, this is going to be close. Okay. A1. Extra turn. Oh, okay. We're looking pretty good right now, actually. Oh, we got it. Sweet. Stage 10 hard. Done. That's some points on the board there. All right. So this, each hit has a chance of placing freeze. Maybe I just forgot the spiralings can't be frozen. They can be stunned, though, right? Either way. Let's not worry about that. It's points either way. Stage 10 hard of Spider finished. That could be done full auto, actually. So 20 points there. Let's go into Dragon. Now, Dragon, I think we can probably get to the Dragon and be done with it. Geommancer is going to work out great here. So we'll go ahead and throw in boom, boom, boom. And here we go. This will be more or less full auto. You can make it a full auto team. You just don't have Geommancer using his A3 on the second wave. And you make sure Creodin is spamming this A2 ability to freeze everything. If he does that, and your champs do the right stuff, they'll be fine. Like if everybody's frozen, there's literally nothing to worry about here. Because everybody's frozen. They can't do anything. We have fast enough speeds. Lucky enough Relentless procs that everybody's just cycling through their stuff. And they're good to go. All right, let's see here. I just want to save some cooldowns for the next wave. Creodin, I don't care if he gets back around and uses A2 again. No, that's fine. That is fine with me. We're going to save the Clan Boss stuff for the end, though. Clan Boss and Live Arena. Both of which are going to be very, very interesting. Mostly Live Arena. Like, I don't really see this doing very good in Live Arena, honestly. I may just have to take a loss there. Because even with improved gear, if I go against anybody with stone skin, it's just done. Like I'm not gonna have a chance. Basically, there's gonna be nothing at all I can do there. All right, so Creo, don't get around to use your A2 here, buddy. So with waves in general, if you're struggling with them, maybe this shows you that, hey, bring in a solid wave control champion, and then you just have to worry about the boss mechanics. Creodin is boss mechanics for Fire Knight, wave control for everything, especially the Void Affinity stages, which is awesome. I mean, he's just going to handle this for us, basically. Full auto or not doesn't matter because he's going to do fine either way. Stage 10 of hard, full epic team. This is pretty cool, I think. All right, there we go. On to the dragon. Now for here, Stag Knight should use his A2 to start. I would really like Creodin to be doing the turn meter boost. He's not doing that, unfortunately. We really need Geomancer to... Oh, here we go. That's actually perfect. Okay, so have the HP burn up there. We're going to go ahead and get this up. Now, we don't have anything to send back poisons to the dragon. Maybe I should have saved that for when the dragon does the breath. Maybe I should have saved the A3 for whenever he rears back. But we should be able to clear that. No, not a huge issue anyways. Turn on full auto. This actually whole stage is basically full auto though, honestly. And in a pretty good time as well. Granted, we are 6-star blessing on most of these champions, which is going to make them take less damage and deal more damage. So keep that in mind. But this obviously is not a team you're going to want to build, but you can kind of use it for inspiration, right? Taking the stun on everybody. That increased attack is bad news, though. We did not get the resist there. The Geomancer placed the decreased accuracy before, which is what saved me, kind of. Allowed us to resist the decreased the weaken plus the poisons. Things are getting a little bit sketchy at this point. I think we're going to be okay. We do have poisons from Farrakin. I actually forgot about that. Okay. Bad news. Bad news, guys. Got a little too much confidence happening. And the dragon's about to smash me. Oh, no. Farrakin, your last one standing. All right, so what happened there is nothing big, not a big deal. Let's see what happens. So I really need him to have more accuracy. Let's use this one. And now we're to the boss stage. So decrease attack. We need it. Fantastic. Increase speed and turn meter. A little bit of A1 hits. We'll do this. Okay, and maybe decrease accuracy? No decrease accuracy. So we're going to go ahead and do this just so we have a chance of getting that decrease accuracy. Yep, we got it. So that means we're safe from the poisons and everything for a little while. For a little bit of time. He has the increased attack now, which is really not good. This is going to place the poisons and the HP burn, but let's not do that just yet. Let's wait till Geomancer's cycle. Oh, we can actually steal that. So give me that increased attack. You don't need that, buddy. You do not need that increased attack. It's not going to be good for you or me, especially not me. All right, so at this point, let's do this again. Reapply that. Turn meter boost action. We could do the A1 at this point. We don't need to reapply that burn. I'll do this with Farrakin. Get his burn up, but we get the poisons. So the poisons, did it skip that? I can't even tell. I guess it did because we didn't get any stuns. But now I can reapply the burn. So now that's attributed to Geomancer for his burn. We'll save this heal. We're not that low yet. We don't need that increased speed either because Creodin has one, which is not going to go up just yet. Okay, now this point, it's where things can get a little bit weird, right? We stole the increased attack, which is huge. We still have decreased defense on him. We should be fine at this point, right? We should be okay. Decreased attack, some heals. Kind of help with what that poison's doing to me. And then A1. You know what? Let's just do this. This will put some more poisons up there. Yeah, he's dead. Dragon stage 10, 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Not too bad at all. So Dragon's Lair 10 is done. So we're at 52 points out of the potential 303. Let's see what we have next. Now, stage 10 there is done. Okay, so finished 6 hard, 10 hard, 10 hard. Ice Golem's possible, I think at 10, but it's very, very difficult. Fire Knight. We're going to start with 6 on Fire Knight. I'm fairly confident with Fire Knight. It's probably misplaced confidence, but Yeah, it actually is definitely misplaced confidence. I should not be confident on Fire Knight. We're about to get ruined here. Unless we survive the nukes. If we survive the nukes, we'll be fine. I mean, we probably will, right? Like, survive it and cycle through. Because Fire Knight's not... It's not hard, is it? No, it is very hard. But I'm pretty confident we can survive this. I forget how many stacks the Fire Knight has of the shield on stage 6 hard. I do know, however, that Creodin is really helpful for this stage. And without him, we would basically have no chance. And Farrakin is required as well. Okay, so I really don't want to be ruined so early by the unfortunate Skrank blasting. So let's get rid of him. Okay, they're not even doing no damage to me. They're too weak. They can't even handle these all epics. Can't even handle the epics. Plarium, buff Fire Knight. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Do not do that. We're dropping these waves, no problem, though. So far, these waves are by far the easiest. But we got the big bad at the end. Mr. Fire Knight himself. We're going to... Okay, 18 stacks. That is definitely a little bit problematic. We're going to turn meter boost. The biggest thing is if we can't get through this, we're just not going to be able to win at all. Just flat out. 5. What I need to do is I need to get at least... If I could get Stagnite through, that would be massive. Got nothing through. We survive the nuke, though, which is helpful. But what I need is I need Stagnite to get through the stuff to place 1 decrease speed. We're in a better spot at this point because the Fire Knight has no turn meter now. Or started with 0 turn meter versus previously, I think he started with half his turn meter or something, right? That's what he does when he starts the fight. Okay, we're dead. So this is not going great. But we got a revive champion. I almost forgot. Still not going great. We did drop the... Okay, so we're going to save this for a little bit longer, I think. We're going to try something. We're going to go for the increased speed here. A1. Okay, this is the time. This is where we go. This is the go time. 9 is not going to work. I should have put Stagnite in the... Oh, he is in the back. Sweet. Actually, that's basically the perfect team order. If Stagnite gets decreased attack, we're good. Everybody's alive. Everybody's standing strong. 18 stacks. We just got to get through and start doing some work to the ball. So 13 stacks there. We're going to drop some more hits into him. He's at 5. So now if I can drop... Okay, 2. This is perfect. Decrease speed. Oh, we got it. Now the next thing I need is decrease attack. Get some of that going. Okay. So if we boost turn meter here, we have a chance. We need the increased speed back, basically. We'll do this HP burn, so he reflects a little bit of damage. May help his shield get weakened a little bit. Decrease defense and decrease attack, plus a heal on top. Guys, we're doing too good at this point. We got no HP left, basically. But we're still doing pretty good. All right, no HP for me. Maybe a little bit of turn meter decrease. I can't even tell. Yo, he is doing good surviving this. Okay, okay. Mr. Creodin, doing pretty well there, buddy. Extra turn proc from Farrakin. Not quite, unfortunately. Not happening today. We just got to keep that decreased speed up. We keep that up, we're good. The decreased attack is there. Very, very strong. We could possibly throw a shield on there with him next turn. There we go. Increased speed's massive. The more turns we get with Creodin, yeah, there's a good turn meter boost there. All right, sweet. So now we do this. Oh, yeah, we're throwing that decreased speed up. More turn meter decrease. A2, boom. Turn meter down. Get that heal up. Looking even better. That max HP reduction doesn't feel good because that's making my heals a little bit less effective. Decrease defense, decrease attack. Make sure they both stay up. Stagnite's smacking. We're going to use the A1 here. We still have increased speed from Tagor's ability. We're good, guys. Stage 6 hard, Fire Knight's done. Now, let's be honest. Stage 10 hard, not a chance. Absolutely 0% chance of doing stage 10 hard. But stage 6 hard, we did it. I don't think I'm going to go any further because I don't think there's any reason to waste my 20 energy to try it. Next stage is going to be strong affinity against something we have here. We did finish 6 hard, which is, I gotta say, pretty impressive. So Fire Knight, 6 hard, 24 points on the board for that. Fire Knight's worth more than the other areas, as it should be, because it is the most difficult. But yeah, we got 24 points there, and I'm happy with that. But stage 7 is going to be Strong Affinity versus Stagnite, and Farrakin. So mostly Stagnite. Don't want to try that. It's worth an extra 2 points, right? I think. So let's see. Fire Knight is worth 4 points per stage. So, I mean, we could squeeze out a few more points, but I really don't want to waste my energy on that. That last one was close. If we miss the decreased speed, boom, we're dead. And Creodin died once, but having Tagore to resin was huge. We're going to leave it at 6 hard. So now we have Sand Devil. We're going to start Sand Devil at... Oh, man, this is going to be brutal because if it kills me... Is there any lower void stage? Stage 16? Let's try stage 16 first. We don't have any sleep champions, do we? No, there's no sleep champions here. So what I gotta do is just basically load them up with... We should survive this. This nuke here is not too bad, right? It's kind of like the current content where it just like ramps up exponentially the later you get. Oh, just kidding. It's a pretty big hit. I was completely wrong about that one. So we have one more turn of that. Let's load them up with some things. Okay, steal a turn meter there. Let's go for this, I guess. Yeah, he's 0% turn meter at the moment. We have 9 stacks. Dang, it was a big hit. We blasted him. That is amazing. So now we're good with damage. So we can just pump the damage through. It's fine. Tagore, being the monster he is, it's a huge hit from Stagnite. This is where I wanted a Revival and Death champion, because a Revival and Death champion would have allowed us to just not worry about that, but it wouldn't have done that much for other areas, right? So obviously now it's just A1ing through the stuff because we can't actually do anything else. Nothing else is going to do damage, basically. Like, we're not getting no debuffs up, basically. So A1s, ally attacks, all that kind of stuff is going to be plenty. We did do this, though. Stage 16, right? That's pretty decent. I wouldn't actually ever farm this, but for the sake of this video, I think it's pretty good. Sand Devil, stage 16, puts up 16 points. Not too bad at all. Maybe the scaling between these are a little bit off. This was originally done for legendary champions. Sand Devil, I think this higher stage... No, the higher stages do increase quite a bit, but maybe I was overestimating. Either way, we did Sand Devil. Very, very nice. Let's try to do stage 17. Give it a shot. I mean, the thing is like, if Tagore survives, we're good to go, right? If he doesn't survive, we're ruined. That's really all there is to it. But if he happens to live, then we are fine. He's up. He's good. I should have waited to use that. Though he's going to wake up because of the... he has 2 turns left. So we will let him take a turn. Okay. So at this point, I think it's just go in, right? I could have used something else there, I guess. We need some heals. Is he going to cleanse himself? Removes all debuffs? Yeah, he does. But couldn't... Nah, I was wondering if that would steal his turn meter or not. Obviously it does not. We got to make sure Tagore doesn't use his A3 here. Because if I can have him... If we can be pretty close to full HP and not use his A3, we should be okay. He just has to survive, basically, which is a pretty massive task. Decrease speed. Oh, we don't have no shield now at all. So he's dead, right? He's just dead. Yeah. All right, this is going to be too difficult. It's not worth the extra 2 points, basically, it's going to give me. So we'll leave it there. Let's go to Shogun. Shogun is going to be similarly tough. We're going to start with stage 22. We don't have any cleanser, so this may have to be just a stage where it's like, okay, we got to just blast everything. Since we have no cleanser, those enfeebles are going to be really nasty. It does go on him, though, which may be okay. We do have a lot of blessings as well, though he's about to start stacking up the stacks, but we also get rid of them pretty quickly too. So we'll do this. Not having a cleanser means all this enfeeble is about to be spread, and it's not going to be fun though, right? Oh, resisted because of the decreased accuracy. That decreased accuracy is really coming in handy, honestly. I never realized how impactful decreased accuracy truly was on these areas. Because he just couldn't, I guess, couldn't spread anything whatsoever. Gotta love that. So stage 22 of Phantom Shogun is actually not too bad. Does that mean just decreased accuracy and a bunch of blessings and you're good to go, I guess? Wow. All right, we'll take it. Stage 22 of Phantom Shogun's done. Was definitely not expecting that to happen that way. Stage 22, that puts me at 34 points for Phantom Shogun, but that's not where we're going to stop. We're going to try to go to stage 25. Let's get crazy with it. Nah, he's got a lot of resistance this time. Maybe Stagnite can, maybe Geommancer places the decreased accuracy. Okay, let's see how much this dude has. I think he'll still place it through on me. Okay, we didn't get it on everybody. Like, we only have it on a few champions, basically. I guess I could have used the other ability. It would have been a little bit better here. We'll do this. Okay. So at this point, we need to really drop these stacks as quickly as possible, basically. Okay, so boom. Okay, drops 8 stacks. We'll use the A2 just so it's only doing 2 hits instead of a bunch of hits. Play some shields on champs just so we're not doing a hit there. We'll do this. Chance of placing something there. Cool. Do the A1. This is actually going to be stage 25 done with all epics. This just goes to show you how impactful blessings are if this is the case. Okay, block passives on everybody, which is making Geomancer's life difficult for sure because he's not reflecting anything from that HP burn, but it's still an HP burn doing damage, which is quite helpful. Okay. Now we're getting into a rough spot here, right? Like at this point, we're just doing weak hits, and we have enfeeble on everybody. So nothing. We're still doing Warmaster procs, though, which is pretty cool. So even in the weak hit, we're still doing Warmaster procs. We're going to use this A3 because his passive is about to... Okay, well, it doesn't matter. His block passive is about to drop anyways. But now he's about to do crazy damage to everybody, right? No, he doesn't because we don't die. 31. Oh, no. Warmaster's dropping. But we can get through this pretty quickly. We have so many hits that are really just strong. Like, this may be fine. There we go. We did it. Wow. Okay, that's very surprising. 25. Dang. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Stage 25. We're maxed out Shogun. Actually, a lot better than I expected it to, honestly. Dang. Okay, so we did 6, 10, 10, 6. Right? 6 on Fire Knight? Yeah. And then 16 and 25. This is some pretty impressive dungeon points, okay? So the max we could have gotten was, we'll call it 100, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So what? 200, I guess? 200 points max. We got 141 out of 200, so missed about 60. That's not too bad, honestly. With all epics, that's not too bad at all. Now, the next area is going to be good old clan boss, as well as, okay, I'm not going to use 100 gems if I don't have to, but I will if I have to, but I don't have to. So my clan's going to be like, what is going on? Why are you using all epics on clan boss? What the heck? So the one key we're looking for here is going to be 40 million damage. Now, do I think we can get 40 million? I think I can, but I may just be high hopes there. Oh no, we got 37.5 million damage. That is crazy. All right, so I was looking at the replay. We got 37.5. I'm going to use one more key to attempt this. I'm going to let it run full auto again, and hopefully we actually get the one key correctly this time. Now, Do I do quick battle? Let's do quick battle. I guess, right? I'm not going to manual it. I don't want to manual this whole clan boss. Let's do quick battle. YOLO. Please, 39 million. Boom, 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 boom. 39, 39, 39. Please, at least. Oh, 43. Yes. Thank goodness. Nightmare clan boss, 43 million. We are not doing anything higher than that. So 43 mil, we're good to go. The quick battle was a little bit of a YOLO play there, but hey, it paid off. It paid off. So we're good on Demon Lord. We got 35 points there, missing 15 versus the Ultra Nightmare. But now let's see what we can do on Hydra. Obviously, we'll not be saving a key here because the keys I have to do here are about, much, much higher. So we have Brutal versus Nightmare. Brutal's worth 25 points and Nightmare's worth 35. Nightmare Hydra's 36.6 million. Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised if we just throw in Shamel, which is probably what I'll do because in Hydra, if you don't have Shamel or if you don't actually no, because it's not going to do very good damage, period, because I have no Provoke champion. Missing a lot of the good sets, but I will put Shamel in here just to deal with the fears. We also need a sixth person, so we'll just throw him in the team. Let's not do a quick battle. Let's let you guys watch the Battle of Hydra. I'll watch it with you for a little bit as well. A decreased attack going out. We have no block buffs either. We have no block buffs. We have no provokes, no hex. We're really not in a good spot, but we do have now Shamel, which is at least not too bad, right? The head over on the far left, it's going to be kind of rough for that one. Actually, I would actually be surprised. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do this. We're not going to do one key here. There's no way, right? Pain link there. Yeah, there's no chance. I'll do a quick battle on Nightmare to see if we would have. Sorry, on Brutal. Was I saying Ultra Nightmare? No. I'll do a quick battle on Brutal to see if we can get anywhere close. 23 mil. Is that actually one key? Let's see. No, but it's actually pretty close. We'll do one more quick battle. 23 mil. It's the exact same thing I just now got. I'm not going to keep doing those quick battles because I want to save those for my actual teams and save me an hour of running Hydra, basically. But I'll give it a shot just then. Let's watch this fight. I'll let it play in the background if you guys want to see how it plays out. I'm going to make it go basically full auto, though. I may do a little bit of manual stuff every now and then if I see something like super obvious that I can fix and do during it. But for majority of it, it's just going to be full auto. I may click some heads throughout, but hey, hopefully it gets a one key on Nightmare to put, or sorry, on Brutal to put some points up on the board. coming up towards the end of what was this previous Hydra run. I'm going to see if we can maybe survive. Just kidding. We're not going to survive this very long. I'm going to try to see if we can survive a little bit longer, though, basically. I was able to get Geommancer to strip the increased attack from the Head of Wrath, which I got a feeling is what was killing me before in these runs. I would love to get Tagore back around to a turn to get some big heals off. If we can throw in a bit more damage, it would be amazing. Let's see. So I think we're probably at the end of this. 35 million. They have a bunch of buffs going up. I could, of course, manualed it for a little bit more damage, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to end the battle here. We're going to see how much damage each champion dealt, and then we're going to get out of here because this is going to put another good chunk of points up on the board for us. 10 million from Geommancer, of course. Tagore did 2 million. Farrakin with 3.5. 3 million from Creodin, and then 9 million from Shamel. Geommancer doing the heavy lifting, but to be honest, really close with Stagnite. Very, very close with Stagnite and Shamel. They're both built quite well, so that's pretty cool to see. We're going to do the free regroup here and see. Okay, I did not use any keys. Thankfully, that'd been very weird if I did. But there we go, guys. Let's see where we're looking as for the total success of this. Brutal, done. So we did Brutal Hydra, Nightmare Clan Boss, Live Arena. I guess we'll try one. We'll give one a shot here. I ain't got very high hopes for this, to be honest. I've actually got not high hopes at all, actually. Recently used. We're going to go this. All right. 5133, though, is a fairly low arena rating. But he has some crazy champions, too. He's like, what in the world are you picking, dude? What are you picking? You're getting some Tagore, not even blessed. You got some low blessing Farrakin, Stagnite. What is this? Okay, well, there went my shot. If I had one, it is now gone. Well, that's not good. That's really not good, actually. I ain't got stone skin on these champions. He bans the Creodin, like, oh yeah, this dude looks pretty strong. He's +4 6-star. Let's definitely get rid of him. So thank you for participating in this video here, dude. I appreciate it. Ultimately, I don't think there's much of a chance to do much here. Not for me. Not much for me. There we go. He goes first. Just go ahead and steal all my turn meter. He's like, why? What's going on here? He's completely confused. Maybe he just backs out and I can get the points pretty easily. Mr. Paka. 4 reverse G, upside down G, square root Y, Paka. I don't know what those characters are. You guys let me know what characters are in that name right there. I have no clue. All right, GG's to him. It was not really much of a competition. I did not expect to win that whatsoever. But let's see how we turned out. So Nightmare done, Brutal done. Very good on the dungeons. 201 points for this. I don't think it's too bad at all. We got Nightmare Clan Boss, Brutal Hydra, Stage 10 of Spider, Stage 10 of Dragon, Stage 6 of Ice Golem, Stage 6 of Fire Knight, Stage 16 Sand Devil, Stage 25 of Shogun, 201 out of 303 points. Just missing a few more Stage 10s, of course, high stages of Sand Devil, and then obviously Clan Boss and Hydra pushed up a bit higher. But, I mean, these champions, they put in some good work, to be honest. It was surprising to me how well they actually did. They were not speed running by no means, but they did the runs and it was successful. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Big thank you to Ash for jumping on here and theory crafting this team with me. I think overall we came up with a pretty solid team that didn't end up needing the support that I was thinking at the beginning. We actually stayed alive fine, and Tagore, if he was faster and even more HP, it would have been even easier than it was. It would have been better than it was possibly. But ultimately, don't forget, guys, to go check out Ash's channel. Subscribe over there. We did a collab video on his channel as well. So make sure to go check that out. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one.